welcome back to No Bad Lies. I'm here with golfer extraordinaire, jewelry king, Ben Baller here at the Satakoy Club. Beautiful cloudy day, good for me because I didn't have to put on SPF. I did still on my face a little bit. You can see that, you know? Not a problem for you, right?
Not at all,
Not
man.
a problem for the Koreans. This is the Korean king, Bobby Lee, move aside. This is my new Korean best friend here at the Satakoy Club. We played pretty good today. We're on 18 right now. Here on No Bad Lies, Ben, what I do is I give you bad lies as we play.
Okay.
And you have to tell me a time where life gave you a bad lie.
Sounds good.
You feeling good?
I feel good.
How'd you play today?
Played all right, man. I'm probably going to be somewhere 80, 81. That's really good here.
It's very good. We had a breakfast burrito the size of a football, thanks to the chef. It was unbelievable. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got it right here, lodged right here, so I'm ready to hit the bathroom as soon as 18 is done. Not to talk nasty. But out here at the Satakoy Club, beautiful day. We're in, what is this technically? What is this area?
Somis, California.
Somis. This is
Ventura
avocado country, right?
Yeah, avocado land.
Avocados from California. It's Mexico, but
oh my God.
Whatever. All right, bro, let's hit.
Okay.
Let's see what 18 does to us.
All right.
This is far. Tell us how far this is.
This is 560 yards, par 5, finishing hole. Let me put something out here, nice and easy.
That's a good ball.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm going to
Fairway
probably just
finder.
run the fairway.
Fairway finder, right on the right side.
I'm on a fairway. All right,
Ben's
not very
been
far
finding
away
the
now.
fairway all day
All good.
today.
I'll take it.
All day today.
I'll take it.
Come here behind me, Jewelry King. Just so they see you in the background by that beautiful bag. You get a shot of that bag. The Wash Lord. This guy has more branded merch than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. This dude he is merched out. And we're both Bettinardi boys. We got our Bettinardi on big.
All day.
Love Betty. Shout out to Chicago, Bettinardi's finest. Teeing it nice and low today. And while I'm doing this, think about a time where life gave you a bad lie, Ben.
Yep.
You know, I mean, look, you've had an extremely successful career growing up in LA, a kid from Los Angeles who made it.
Yeah.
Right? Growing up in Koreatown.
Yep.
It's pretty amazing. All right, nice and easy. That's
You're better
sad.
than I am.
You know, I was driving it so well all day.
All day.
Let's pick it up and let's go.
All day.
We played at the Satakoy Club. What a wonderful place. A little hidden gem here in Los Angeles. Further County. Is it LA County still up there?
It's
No.
just hits Ventura
County.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just out of LA. I think that's a thing that a lot of people ask about, and a lot of people are curious about is what about golf in LA? And you move here and people are like, dude, golf in LA is tough. Public course golf is hard to find. No matter if it's public or if it's private, I feel like you have to go out to find a lot of courses for people that are new.
Yeah.
Going way out, there's so much out there. You mentioned Sandpiper's another one. That's on the water by Santa Barbara. There's a lot of beautiful golf. You do got to drive.
I mean, Rustic Canyon is dope.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Yeah.
Angeles National and Hanson Dam. There's a bunch. I do think everything is a drive. Whenever I have friends that move here, they're like, God, this is far. But you grew up here, so you don't know any different.
Yeah.
This is normal for you.
It is normal.
I mean, we talked in the car, you're a Fairfax High kid.
Yeah.
The center of the city. Produced some of the greatest athletes of all time.
Yeah.
Was anybody in your class growing up here in LA?
In my class, no, but for me, Chris Mills, there was a lot of stars coming out of our school though.
Yeah.
Sean Higgins, there were some big dudes coming out of our school.
Right, big time. And then
Yeah.
were you the biggest guy in your class?
Well, in my junior year, I was, and then once I had made my commitment, I didn't really care after that. I was just let me fuck some bitches, and they didn't have NILs back then. Like I can't imagine like this was insane, like
Right.
what you could do now. But
Getting an NIL deal now would be amazing, huh?
yeah. But at the same time, as cool as all that was, had I known, fuck football and basketball. I'd have played golf.
Yeah, had you known you'd have played golf.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
My Lord. The amount of hours I spent on, working out and stuff and everything. If I'd have played golf, it would just
So much easier. Does Fairfax have a golf team?
No.
Did they at the time?
No.
No, they have one now, no?
No.
No.
Doubt it. No way.
Couldn't do it.
No way.
That's too, there's no course anywhere near them to play.
Yeah.
We knocked around today, had some really tough lies. There's some things that people ask about on the show. Sometimes fans ask about terminology. Let's go through the terminology. You can inform some people. What does into the fan mean?
Into the fan means basically going into the wind, right?
Into the wind.
Yeah.
when
Into
it's
the wind, you know what I'm saying? So you have that just makes it 10 times harder.
And usually there's a lot of fan out by you. You
There's
said we
a lot.
played easy today, but there was no wind.
Yeah.
Wind is probably the biggest killer. It's the only element I hate. I can deal with rain. I don't care if it's cold. If it's too hot, I don't love it, but it is what it is. But wind is the one.
I'll be honest with you. I completely agree. I think when it's really bad, and I pure a 7-iron and it goes 105 yards, it's hard.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
the wind just takes it and throws it straight down.
yeah, or it just gets caught and you see it's stuck in time, and you're like, whoa. So you got have a stinger in your bag or something like that. Yeah, I hate. And even downwind, as cool as it is, if it's really, really bad and you're trying to figure out something, you're like 140 out, you're like, okay, well, maybe I throw a little sand wedge out there, and that'd be too much. You just don't know depending how high it is. It's a science game, man,
It's science and math. That's why Bryson is so good at it, man. It's math and science, that dude. The rocket scientist of golf. All right, Koreatown's finest. Born and raised in Los Angeles. Many people know you as one of the jewelry gods.
Yeah.
Are you still in the game?
I'm still in the game. I took about a 23-month absence, focused on my kids, went through a pretty nasty divorce. And thank God it wasn't very public. But
well, you just made it public.
No, I mean like work. I had to call
I know.
TMZ and make sure they didn't put it out there. You know what I mean? So it was.
Hey Ben, what happened between you and your wife? These people, it should be illegal to do that, right?
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
The good thing is the judge was like, hey, you're a celebrity. We're going to seal the case.
Right.
So they can't pull these, things out. So yeah, I just kind of focused on golf, and now I'm back in the jewelry and, working with guys like J Balvin, Peso Pluma, and working some other things. Obviously making these Live Championship rings that are coming up. And,
you're making the championship rings for Live.
For this season. I've already done it 3 years in a row.
How many carats are in those rings?
Dude, like 45, 50 carats, man.
50 carats?
Yeah, that's a lot of diamonds.
So
dude.
I gave my wife a 1/4 carat ring for engagement, and the wedding was 1/8 of a carat. I went down. I heard that's what you do. You go down, right? Is that lie?
No, you go up.
You go up?
Yeah.
Bro, no thanks. So wait, 40 carats. What does that what does that run per ring for average Joe?
About 50 grand per ring.
50 G's a ring is nice.
Yeah.
So you're still getting your hands dirty, right? You're still in the shop?
I'm just getting back in there now, yeah. Playing a lot of golf, but getting back in there, and I'm in no rush. I got to the apex of the jewelry world, and I won Jeweler of the Year twice, and I'm kind of like, I feel like nobody's even come close to catching up to me, so.
There you go.
I'm in no rush.
Are there any other Korean jewelers that can compete?
No.
None that we can name?
No.
I'll tell you that.
Not even close, no.
Jeweler of the Year is pretty good. Who awards that?
The GIA.
The GIA.
Yeah, they're like
That's
like the Academy Awards.
But wait, let me guess. Hold on. GIA stands for Geological Institute of America.
Gemology.
That's what I said.
You said geological.
Ben, don't do this. You've been doing this all day. That's pretty amazing, though. To win an award like that must feel really good, right?
Yeah, it was a big deal because it was the first time someone with tattoos who doesn't wear a suit every day had won it. You know what I mean?
When'd you get the first tat?
1991.
Wow, 1991.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
I
dude.
got Bruce Lee on my arm. Dude named Mark Mahoney did it in Sunset. Sunset
Mark
Strip.
Mahoney, the Sunset, the famous Sunset tattoo parlor next to what used to be called, what was that bar called, man, right there? It became State Social House or something like that, but Mark Mahoney's tattoo was right there on Sunset.
Shamrock Social Club.
Shamrock Social Club, that's right. That was infamous, man.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have any tattoos because I respect what God did. He made me the way he wanted me.
Right.
Okay, here's both of your balls are right here. I got to give you a bad lie, B.
All right.
I can't let you go out because these are both fine. These are fine shots. And I've seen you come out of some stuff like this today.
Okay.
This is, you got to stand on the cart path.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a bad lie right there.
Okay.
Let's see what you do with that.
All right. So I'm going to lay up so I have a nice little shot in.
You've been saying that all day. He's been saying, I got to lay up. I got to lay up. No laying up.
I'm an old man, bro.
You are.
I'm 52.
No, you're not.
Bro.
You're 50 years old.
52.
We found out for the first time my best friend Bobby Lee is actually older than Ben. Ben thought he was older.
Wow. All right.
Man, if you mess up your club, it's fine because you get them for free.
Yeah, we're good.
It's kind of a bad lie on the car path. Don't slip and break.
Stephen Malbin, I'm going to need some new shoes just in case these, these don't stick on this cart path, but let's see what we got here.
Oh, nice, dude. That's a great out.
I'm not mad at that.
I ate about 14 fescues in my mouth there. You have any hole-in-ones?
I do have a hole-in-one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Tell us a story.
Weddington. It's on a Saturday in July. I'm a month and a half into playing golf. Hole 3, and I took a 56 wedge out, teed it up kind of high, which I didn't really know, and I hit it and went 10 feet past the pin, spun back in. I went absolutely crazy. Some kids on hole 8, this is per Ron Del Barrio, he told me, some kids on hole 8 thought I was getting robbed.
Because
I
you were
was
freaking
screaming.
out so
Yeah, I
much.
screamed. I just left. I ran. Didn't know what to do. I called him 3 times. Whatever. Boom. I guess they have like the Scarface 1983 old cameras, so
Yeah.
you can see. And then come back Monday. Jennifer, the girl at Weddington, she had given me a certificate, hole in one.
And rest in peace, Weddington. For people that don't know, that's a
Yeah.
local LA course here in the Valley that is no longer with us. Harvard Westlake,
Yeah.
a fancy private high school, bought all that land. They ripped it all down, and yet it was yet another course that had to fall. Too much real estate, and they bought it out. They're making it into a sports complex. But that was a big thing in the Valley. People were sad because that was around for a long time.
It was around forever.
I shot a pilot there on that driving range. We had a scene there, and then rest in peace, R.I.P. to Weddington.
Well, funny story. Ron has a new place called the Valley Golf in is that Valley Village, I guess,
Valley
right there,
Village,
just south of. And I have 2 hole-in-ones there in the simulator in front of him.
On the sim?
Yeah, one at 150 and one at 105 or 100. And he's like, "Bro, I don't have one here, and I've hit 50,000 balls here. I'm just sick of you."
But do we count simulator?
No, you
hole-in-ones?
don't. But it's
You
just
can't.
funny because it's right in front of him. You know what I mean? Like it's just funny.
That
But
hole
yeah,
in one,
no,
though, is nasty.
I've had a lot of close ones. I've had them, inches.
Eagles. You've had a bunch of eagles.
Not a bunch.
A few.
I've had a good amount. I mean, see, when I'm thinking a bunch, I'm thinking like 30 or something, right? No,
10 is a bunch.
I've had 10. I've had 10.
It's a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the
I've had
regular
10,
golfer.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the biggest thing, people always think eagle is more achievable than it is. It's one of those things that, and for people that don't know, an eagle is 2 under.
Yeah.
2 under the actual par. That would
Yeah.
be par, birdie, eagle, then albatross.
Yeah.
Then after that, it's a hole in one.
I mean, I've had an eagle. Well, I've had an eagle that was a 45-foot putt for eagle. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So it's been.
I had an eagle putt today. I had 2 eagle putts today.
Yeah, you did.
Couldn't do it.
One was not that bad, man. But
yeah, the other
just,
one. Yeah, the other one didn't make it.
It was 3 revolutions short.
I was chugging along. I was trying. That's the toughest part about reading greens. New greens that you don't know,
Especially, yeah.
when they're slick and it was a little bit wet out. But overall, phenomenal day, right?
No, man, yeah. I mean, it was even keel. I shot a 41 in the front, 41 in the back. We played 6,800 yards. It's not like it's short. That's a lot. It's respectable. I was hoping for 84 better. You brought some good mojo to the course, so
I was sprinkling it on there.
Yeah.
Well, so look, now that you're moving on as a public jewelry celebrity, and now you're a golf celebrity, what's the ultimate goal in golf for you?
I mean, a goal would be, this is a far down the line, if there was some sort of like because I'm over 50, if there was like some sort of Champions Tour qualifier that I can do but I think a goal, a more chill goal would be the AT&T Palm Beach Pro-Am. That's something I want to play.
You heard it, AT&T. Pick up that call. We're trying to play. Both of us are trying to play. Summer is here. More sun, more light. Time to do all the things that make summer so special. And the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer, spending hours cooking inside. You want to be outside, family and friends. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes. You heard it, 2 minutes. Taking that hassle out of eating well. They arrive fresh, ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. I love them. They got Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, so much more. Enjoy more this summer. You got to get Factor if you want the flavor and none of the fuss, man. They're fantastic. I do love Factor. They sent me a bunch, and I'm telling you, quick, easy, convenient, so I can go, and eat quickly well. Get started at factormeals.com/nobadlies50 off and use code nobadlies50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code nobadlies50 off at factormeals.com/nobadlies50 off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/nobadlies50 off. So listen, you had a hiccup, and we can jump to it right now. Here on No Bad Lies, we talk about time where life gave you a bad lie.
Yeah.
Was the divorce the bad lie, or something? What else was a hiccup in your life that you?
I think being the first Asian American to play football at my university, that was like a big thing because there was really no Koreans in the late 80s and early 90s in high school that were killing it. I was all city, all state, all conference. I didn't make the All-American team.
All city, all state, all conference.
But not All-American. Still got a D1 scholarship. The first day I get to training camp, someone steals my cleats.
Oh, wow.
Second day, it's real segregation like jail. It's like black, whites, some Latinos and Samoans, and they kind of, with the blacks, I
Yeah.
listen to hip hop, so why would I go? You know what I mean? So it's like,
Why would you go what? Say it out loud. Why would you go with the whites?
yeah, why would I hang with the white boys?
We're friends,
Yeah, I know, it's different. You're
but I have a
Italian.
little bit of sauce in me.
Yeah, you got a little sauce.
Okay, what do I have? Gochujang on me?
You got a little
bit of
gochujang.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it was just it was just it was a bunch of hate, and I had dudes like giving me late hits. Like I'd be literally running to the sideline, the play's over, and dude would truck me. And
Just
coaches,
because.
nobody said nothing. Yeah, it
Right.
was just crazy. It was just like I was like, okay, you guys will be on this shit. You're on this type shit. Okay. And I felt like part of me growing up, I had a lot of big chip on my shoulder, so I was like, a bully. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna take all this. I'm gonna eat all this up. And when I come back, it's about to be over.
Push it down deep and
So
then build it.
yeah, these guys were genetically built way bigger than me and whatever. And so I just took it, and I was in a situation to where if I didn't step up, I was gonna lose my scholarship. And, so I rose to the occasion, and it took about a year or two, and I got my spot. I got on, second string, start playing, and then I ended up, proving people wrong. And I said, look, I'm gonna walk onto this basketball team.
Right.
Ended up walking on the basketball team. Ended up guarding Steve Nash 2 years in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. So I got to play 2 sports in college.
God, bro. What college was this?
UC Berkeley, and then I transferred to San Francisco State University.
Stayed up in the Bay, huh?
Yeah.
These are both of mine. One's not bad, the other's in the fairway. I'm gonna come up by you. Oh, let me get back over here.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. That's a lot of adversity, including a divorce. And the divorce is a tough thing. But look, you're a father now. You're grown. I mean, you've seen it all. You've been
seen
through it all
everything.
here in LA. You've gone to all the parties.
Yeah.
No Diddy parties. No Diddy parties. He said that. You've been.
I've been a Diddy.
No! That's it for the show. I'm out, dude. No way. You didn't see anything crazy at
I
a
never
Diddy
saw
party.
anything crazy, man. Honestly,
You just saw party.
Yeah, parties. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't hang out until 3 a.m. there. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be in and out, and this is, this is a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
A long time. We're talking about late 90s, early 2000s.
This is pre-baby oil.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
This was pre-boy.
Well, look, I mean, we were talking, we have a lot of mutual friends. We played with a lot of mutual guys. You and J.R. Smith were in the middle of a monsoon. I might need to steal some of that footage from you to show the fans at home.
Yeah.
They played through the middle of a monsoon. Everybody else turned in. J.R. Smith does not quit.
Does not.
Does not quit.
He does not.
He refuses. He'll play through anything, man.
He doesn't care.
All right, let's go over here because this is a beautiful, we want to make note of this. This is one of the Saticoy trees, right?
Straight ahead right there.
Oh,
yeah.
so straight ahead. If you turn around, this is one too. Is this not one right here?
Yes, I think, but that's like the main one.
That's the main
that's the
Saticoy
signature
tree.
tree.
And so we're going to go around this Saticoy towards the other one and to give you a little bit of a bad lie
Oh
here.
man, this rough is so nasty.
Now, you got this.
It's really nasty.
You got this. This rough is nasty.
It's really nasty. It
think
just
you-
grabs your club.
You think you can come around this?
Dude, really?
Yeah, right there. And that's in like an old divot.
Okay, ball below my feet.
Ball below your feet. And you can get through that.
All right, let's see what we got here. See what we got here. All right, 200 in the wind.
200 into the wind. Bad lie, little downhill. You got to get a driver out? What are you doing?
I'm gonna take 5 wood out.
5 wood. I like it.
Let me just see some real quick though. All
Move
right,
it back
so-
a little bit if it's going to be. No,
just
don't
see.
hit the tree. Yeah, you might hit it. Nah, you'll
All right,
hit
so
it.
Here, hold on.
Move it back. Give yourself. There it is. Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
And if you break
I'm
the
clear.
club, you break the club. Who cares?
Yeah, well, I love this club, but
That's fine, bro. I'll buy you a new one. No, I won't.
oh Lord, dead it. Oh, of course the wind comes now.
Yeah, get the fan. Turn on the fan.
All right, bro. All right, let me try to compress this.
That is a great ball, bro. Right at it. Sit.
Oh yes, right on the front of the green, dude.
Front. My
Come on,
guy. Man.
Look at that.
And look at the chunk he took out, man. You're digging all the way to the Korea
hey,
down
dude.
there. My God.
Trying to find Bobby, bro.
I know. He's down there. Come on out, Bob.
Look, bro, I had to. Dude, I compressed that thing, bro.
You did. That was really good. You started only 3 years ago in golf.
Almost 3 years ago. Yeah, next
Very
month June
impressive.
will be 3 years. Yeah.
Very impressive. I got to tell you, I've been playing on and off since I was a young lad, and then mostly in my 30s, going into now 40s. And I got to say, I've never played with someone so new to the game, so committed. You're playing 4 days a week.
At least.
You're sick.
Yeah.
You're twisted.
I'm obsessed.
But this is what you worked hard for your whole life in your 20s, and you lived a bunch of different lives, right? You worked in the music industry.
Yeah.
I mean, who are some of the people you worked with when you were working in the music industry?
Dr. Dre.
I don't know him.
Yeah. Master P.
Never heard of him.
Jay-Z.
That guy I know. He's a Diddy guy.
Yeah.
Slow down, will ya? I'm just kidding, internet. No, but some of the best. Master
Yeah.
P, by the way, college basketball player.
Yeah.
Could have been a pro ball player if he didn't want to make music.
I mean, he almost made it on the Raptors.
He
you know
just
what I mean?
wanted to make them say, oh,
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah.
But his record money had to have been way more than he would have ever made in the league.
He was the only person in the entire world that dropped an album every week. For a month during the holidays, record companies, radio, everything shuts down. He still dropped 52 albums, 52 weeks.
God!
He's an album. He's an
Take that,
animal.
Mariah Carey.
He's an
All I want for Christmas is, what if he dropped that? Little holiday record from
Funny
Master
thing,
P?
Mariah Carey was my first client as a jeweler.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What did you make her?
Made her an MC logo, her Mariah Carey logo.
On her neck?
Yeah. She wore it
What
in a
did
video.
that run her?
70 grand, nothing crazy for her.
Now look, a lot of people don't know in the Hollywood game of jewelry, and I'm not familiar, but from what I hear, people get a little bit of discounts depending on how close they are. Do you ever break someone off a little percentage discount or no?
I used to,
Yeah.
but you know, you're paying for that BB logo on the chain. So ever since Ben Ball did the chain came out, prices went up.
Through the roof.
Yeah, through the roof.
So now it just kind of led to itself.
There's
that you
no
were like,
discount,
I
yeah.
can't discount anymore.
No.
Who have you given the most expensive piece to?
Man. I think it's tied between Drake and Kid Cudi.
Drake and Kid Cudi. Can we hear the number?
They're probably somewhere in that, for one chain, probably around 800 grand.
One chain.
Yeah, one chain, $800,000.
800 grand for one chain.
Yeah.
The amount of young children you could feed overseas. Just that one chain. But I
Yeah.
get it, dude. I get there's priorities.
Yeah.
But Kid Cudi and Drake split that. You know what I mean? That's pretty impressive.
I mean, there's a Chicago guy that offered me some money recently, and I had to turn it down just because he's just gone too fucking out of his mind.
you're gonna tell me R. Kelly?
I work with R.
Did
Kelly back in the
Robert
day.
Kelly offer you a bunch of money and you said I can't make you a chain? You're in prison.
It was Mr. Kanye.
Ah, Mr. West.
I couldn't do it.
What
Couldn't
happened?
do it.
Huh?
And I need the money right now. I would love to do it. I just couldn't do it.
You need that divorce money, but you won't compromise.
No, he wanted an iced out swastika. I couldn't do it.
Stop. What?
He wanted an iced out diamond swastika.
Why didn't you make it? That's insane, dude. That's insane. He called you and said,
I gotta start
I
doing
know,
how much
I know. He wanted you. He goes, yo, will you make me an iced out swastika? What's your first response?
Fuck no.
Yeah, that's a great response.
Yeah.
And what did he say? Was he trying to fight you on it?
No, he's just like, it was almost like I was talking to a computer.
Right.
Yeah, it was just, he's just.
Far off the
go.
deep end.
Yeah.
He's gone. You think you'll never talk to him ever again? That's it.
I don't know if I'll never talk to him ever again, but I just think that, you know,
As a young Jewish Korean man like yourself, you can't play that game.
no, not
No,
at all.
No.
No.
But that's a sad, sad tale for that man.
It is.
What would you have charged him?
I wouldn't, if it was something else, like maybe a Yeezy logo or something,
Sure.
200 grand.
You know what you should have done? You really wanted to get him? You know what I would have done if I was Ben Ball? I'd go, you got it, man, no doubt. I got you. And then when he comes to pick it up, make it the Star of David or make it like make it the...
I'd have made him a fucking eggplant emoji.
No, but yeah, that would have been good. Make him a fish stick. No, but the Star of David would have been a good burn. That would have
would've
fucked
been
him up
funny.
real good. Be like,
Yeah.
no, I got you, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Or
menorah.
The menorah. That's what I was
Yeah,
trying to think
a
of.
menorah.
All right, come here. Let's get this chip in.
Okay.
You set yourself up perfectly, but
Yeah.
I can't have you do that on this show. On this
Oh,
show,
no,
we need
man.
We need something nasty. This is hard. These bunkers are legit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. You got a fried egg.
Oh, man.
That's nuts, B. I don't know what you're gonna have to do to get out of that. Good luck.
Oh, my God.
So you know,
dude.
one of the guys that we both have in common that we both love is a gentleman named Ron Del Barrio.
Yeah.
One of the best swing coaches out here in Los Angeles. He's been doing it for like 30 years, 40 years. I don't even know.
Maybe 60 years.
Maybe. He's 107, and he's still doing it, man. We love Ron. Shout out to him. He did a lesson to people that have real fried eggs that you close the club down and you hood and close it, right? So let me see. His lesson was instead of opening up like in a bunker,
Yeah.
you close it this way,
Yeah.
and you literally hood down into it.
Yeah.
So let's see if you can do that today.
Okay.
This is kind of an unfair fried egg. I'll give you a more fair one. Hold on.
Okay. You know that Ron Del Barrio, you know that Jesus Christ was in his yearbook, right? That's how.
JC?
old he is. Yeah.
Wow. All right, let's see you get out of this. I think you can hood it down and you can make this happen. I believe in you.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to close that face, man. It's slapped down at that boy.
Oh, man, dude. All right. See, I'm not trying to just get out. I want to get this thing, you know what I mean? So
I feel you. I feel you.
Okay.
You're trying to score.
Okay, let me forward press a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2.
Oh!
Shit.
Came out hot.
God damn it.
Still pretty good though.
Wasn't bad.
Let me see if I can do what he does. He teaches you, if you got a little fried egg like this, the move is to close the face and sweep down. So start this way and go like this. Let's do the rondel barrio, see how it works.
Oh, that wasn't bad. But you know
Not
what?
bad.
You're further out than I am.
Further out. You want a regular shot. And we're gonna rake the bunkers because I'm not some Hollywood
Yeah, no, don't
schmuck.
do that.
You know, we don't leave the bunkers. You wanna get some of this raking? Ben, who was the most, you know, or what is the most important piece you made over the course of your career, and for who and for whom?
I would say probably the Takashi Murakami collaboration I did with them, because he's probably top 3 most world-renowned artists, contemporary artists in the world currently. You know, I'm talking about on a global level. We did a couple collaborations and we did some pieces together, and it meant a lot to me because, one, this is an icon in not just fashion, but in art. And for him to even want to collaborate with me and do these pieces, and my pieces right now currently are in museums from Toronto to Paris to Hong Kong, through even like, I think,
Dubuque, Iowa, you told me.
no? Where the hell Dubuque?
All right, let's go get these putts out of the way.
Okay.
I should tap this in though. Should I tap this in for the
Tap
W?
it in, and you better make it, bro.
Hold on, one
You
sec.
better make it. If you don't make this,
With a 60 degree?
no. Take the putter out, bro. Oh my God.
No putter needed, Ben.
All right, Joe Pesci.
Hey, come on over here, kid. Let me talk to you for a second. Let's grab our bags. Let's go talk over here for
Yeah,
1
let's do
minute.
it. Let's do it.
So it was a great, beautiful day today, man. I mean, so much fun. Talk about some of the best golf I've had in a long time. We're new friends, but now I feel like we're old friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Neighbors, bro.
We're neighbors. We live in the same neighborhood. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me get a drink real fast. It is great, man. It is wonderful to meet more people in the world of golf. And look what golf has brought you. You started 3 years ago. You fell deeply in love. You found your crush. And then, you know, now it's taken over your life because you found in the latter half, you got to find something that really gives you some meaning and some like excitement again.
I mean, organically, it's 40% of my income now.
Seriously?
Yeah.
40%?
40% of my income now.
Well, I'm talking to all my sponsors. You know? No, I get that though. But seriously, you've always been a guy who's been an entrepreneur and created your own business. What was the first gig that you had?
Like professionally or as a kid?
Well, give me both.
As a kid, I worked at a martial arts store that sold like nunchucks and weapons and stuff
And
like
is that a little on the nose? I mean, that's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And then professionally, you know, I was a nightclub DJ, and then I worked in the music business
A nightclub DJ.
at the Roxbury.
You gave that up though, huh?
I gave it up.
How old were you when you DJ?
I started DJing when I was 19 in
Wow.
college still.
Wow.
Doing some underground parties and stuff. And then, like I said, finally got a chance to go DJ at the Roxbury, like the legendary Roxbury.
The
nightclub.
Roxbury, the
Roxbury.
so good, bro.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And then how did you get into jewelry though? How did that happen?
So my uncle by trade, the jeweler from Korea, came out here. My cousin Steve, he took over the business when he was like 16 or 17. I don't think my cousin even finished high school. He just got his GED. And that's rare for Korean people because we're so like education
Trust
driven.
me, I know. That's they'll kill you if you don't finish high school.
For real, for real. So
Yeah.
he took over his dad's business, and he's like, "Yo, man, let's do some rappers. You're in the music business." And it just took a lot of convincing. And then right around 2004, when I became a millionaire for the first time, I left the business of music completely, traveled the world, and after a year, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So maybe I'll open a store. I was thinking about maybe opening a barbershop. That was like a one-stop place where you can get white t-shirt, get a haircut, get some Air Force Ones, and get some cool books. And then my cousin's like, yo, man, I'm telling you, this is the wave. And
This
in
is it.
2005, we started this company and never looked back. It's been crazy. 20 years, man. I've been doing this jewelry stuff and killing it.
The Korean king of jewelry. You know? That's amazing. Think about I have a lot of Korean friends now. I mean, I think it's also because I'm attracted to Asians. I must have a magnet on me. Bobby Lee being my best friend. And because of him, I've learned the work ethic of Koreans is usually extremely high and a very diligent. And then he is kind of the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
The laziest successful dude I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah.
Every other Korean I know I don't want to say works like a dog. I know that's a weird thing to say. Works really hard. No, but genuinely, it is great. I
No,
mean,
I did.
You,
My mom
jumped
busted her ass.
around, man.
Yeah, I did. I definitely did. You know, some people think it's an overnight success. A lot of people do know me. Some people don't know me. It's like 30 years in the making.
Yeah, overnight success is always 30 years in the making, right?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks, oh, this person came out of nowhere. No, they've been putting in work. And that's the thing you're learning about golf, too, is like putting in the work is the only way to get better at golf.
Only way.
Literally, everyone thinks there's some secret. There's no secret.
No.
And you saw it today. This is the first time I played out here. I played mediocre at best, and you'd have to keep coming back to really, really hone in your skill.
And there's no muscle memory in golf.
Right.
You know? And the best thing about it is no matter what happens in life, golf will always be there for you. You can take whatever you want, golf's always there. It's just hard. And I feel like there's a lot of parallels with golf and life. And that actually helped me through my divorce, you know, helped me through a lot of things and making business decisions. You get a shitty lie. All right, let's get this up and down.
Let's get this
You know,
up
take
and
your
down.
medicine. All right, look, you know when it's time to get a bogey. Don't sit there and get a triple. You know, have a short-term memory. And just all these things I took in, and I was like, wow, it's a lot like life.
Yeah, take your medicine, unless it's being handed to you by your ex-wife. Then don't drink that. I don't know what's in there, dude. That's a bad, yeah. Drink this before you go to bed. No thanks, man. No thanks. I've seen Netflix. So we had a great day here at the Satakoy Club. An incredible experience. I hope we come back soon. I hope you continue on your journey in golf. I'm excited to be there for all this stuff.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll get to play in a Pro-Am together one day.
Let's do it.
If they let us in.
No, we do it too. The language.
We got to calm our language down, and we will, I guess. I hope. Who knows? By the way, you have to look this up. Google this. I don't even know. Are there any ginger redhead pro golfers? I can't think of one off the top of my head. I really can't think of one redhead pro golfer. I mean, look, Jack the Golden Bear was like a no, it was blonde, but it was like a who? Who does it say?
It says several notable examples include Miguel Angel Jimenez.
Miguel Angel Jimenez is a Latino ginger. I'm talking about an old school white bread see-through transparent ginge.
How about Andrew Johnston?
Andrew Johnston, I don't know who that is.
English golfer on the European Tour.
No.
And Mary Dwyer, a golfer on the LPGA.
And Mary Dwyer. So 3, and we don't know any of these people. So it's time. Look, I'm never going to go pro, but I should go. I should go pro as the only ginge in the amateur circuit who's moving around.
AT&T Prom, definitely. That's the one.
Give us a
the
call.
one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And have you broken 80? Yes. Have you broken 70?
Never broken
No.
70.
75 is your low? What did you
74 is my lowest.
74 is the low.
Yeah.
That's a really good low. Most people, I think statistically they say most people will never break 80 that play golf recreationally.
Yeah.
So look at you. You're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
And making all your money in golf.
Well, I'm making a cool little amount of money.
Yeah, you are. You're doing whatever you need to do. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well, look, I appreciate you. It was an incredible day. I hope many more to come for us to get out there and keep playing. And maybe the next time the fans see us, we'll be playing together in the AT&T Pro-Am.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Man, that'd be. I mean, but it is 3 days or 4 days, whatever you walk, and look, Steven, he was a looper for Q, you know what I'm saying? And I mean,
He's saying Stephen Malbin is who he's referencing,
yeah,
and Schoolboy Q, a friend of the family.
yeah.
He was carrying his bag.
I
That's
mean,
kind of crazy.
do you have a caddy?
Who would I have caddy?
Yeah.
Who would I have caddy if I could? I'm trying to think. That's actually a really good question. You have somebody in mind that you would have caddy for
I
you?
probably do, yeah.
Who is it?
I would have either Ethan Block, that's Michael Block's son.
Oh, wow. Michael Block, for people that don't know, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Southern California, right? Isn't he from down here?
Yeah.
Yeah. He took himself pretty far.
Yeah. And or I'd have Mike Barbuti from TaylorMade. Stranger's
Your
caddy.
buddy from TaylorMade.
He's a big marketing guy there, but he's caddied for me a couple of times, caddied for me at the Farmers.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude, huh?
And he knows Pebble, so I feel like, he can.
You feel comfortable playing
I
it
feel
with him?
comfortable, yeah.
Right. He'd know all the breaks.
Yeah, he'd know him.
I think who would I get as my caddy? You're supposed to go for like a childhood friend. That's kind of the move. It's like someone that you grow up with just for the sake of. I'd probably reach out to Kevin Spacey. He might be pretty good. You got to throw in a curveball. You have someone carry the bag that no one expects to be out there. Making a good putt, I see.
God. Oh my God.
All right. Well, listen, that's it for this episode of No Bad Lies.
Oh, man.
Thank you to Ben
Thank
Baller.
you
I
so much.
appreciate you very much. I owe you, and we'll see you next time. No Bad Lies. No Bad Lies. No Bad Lies. No That lies.